Okay, one of the things I want to speak on today is being positive. And why is it that people that suffer with anxiety, they find it very difficult to be positive? And I know that because before I became a teacher and built a successful coaching business and started coaching people from all around the world, I used to really struggle with this problem. I'd always get down and then I'd get frustrated and I'd be very pessimistic. And even when people were showing me positives or trying to make me think positive and feel positive, I was such a negative person. It's almost like a part of people enjoys suffering, enjoys being a victim, enjoys being hateful, angry, depressed, down. And when you realize that this is destroying your life in every aspect, it's stopping you from making money, it's stopping you from making friends, it's stopping you from making a positive impact, it's stopping you in every aspect of your life getting fit. So knowing how to regulate your mood and knowing how to deal with the inevitable challenges that we all face on a daily basis. It doesn't matter if you're a billionaire, it doesn't matter if you haven't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out. You still have the challenges that we all have, and that's the human struggle, that's mental health, that's the emotional struggle on a day-to-day basis. But isn't it fascinating how many people are able to deal with this and be positive every day? Now, I've been on both sides of the spectrum, which makes me 100% qualified to teach what I'm teaching today. Like I said, in my earlier days, the first 15 years of my life, because of my anxiety, my depression, the trauma that I was dealing with, my excuse making, my blaming, my projections, my inability to take responsibility and be strong in myself, I was a negative person. All of you wouldn't have wanted to be around me. I wouldn't have wanted to be around me. I mean, that might not be entirely true, but for the most part, the next 15 years of my life are completely transformed. I'm a positive person every single day. Even days where I have challenges, I've got the tools, I've built the tools. I choose to always see the positive, to turn negatives into positives, because I know the consequences of being a negative person, how that affects everyone around you, and I don't enjoy it. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't get negative. Of course you should. I think there is a healthy amount of negativity that we've got to process. It's human nature, but it's dealing with it in the right way. This is something, I remember I said to you guys before, I only work with committed clients now because I've noticed the characteristics in the clients that drop out or they won't sign up or it's too expensive or they haven't got the time or not now. They are failing to recognize that they are sabotaging their success in every aspect of their life. They're letting the anxiety become their worst enemy as opposed to their best friend. So it's all about knowing, how can I use a bad mood and turn that into a good mood? And you can do it. Everyone can do it. Do you know what? Being in a good mood is a choice. Being positive every day is a choice. I never used to believe this stuff until I learned how to build these habits and use them. And it's quite amazing. So this is something that I want you to seriously think about it. Listen, whatever you're trying to achieve, if you want to overcome your anxiety and get out of isolation and get over your social anxiety, I spoke to a guy on Zoom the other day, lovely gentleman. He asked me to speak on this for him and I promised I would. So we got on the call. He can't afford the investment in my coaching. So I said to the guy, look, I said, don't manipulate me because you're not going to be able to do that. No one will be able to manipulate me. Be honest with me. What is it you want? I liked his honesty. He said, Johnny, I can't afford the coaching. And I said, that's fine. He said, I just want to get on a call and just to get on the call and say hello to you. And I said, no problem. I'll help you out. So I gave him some encouragement. I told him that he can live his dreams. He can achieve his goals. His two goals are, he wants to be more confident of women. He wants to be financially free. And I told him he can do this if he's willing to commit, and he appreciated it. And I appreciate the support. So shouts to the gentleman that I spoke to from Birmingham, right? So it's really about being committed, because it's easy to say when you're in a good mood, it's easy to say, I'm going to change my life, I'm going to live my dreams, I'm going to be financially free, I'm going to make my parents proud, or I'm going to get the most amazing relationship. But how long does that last? Can you maintain the same enthusiasm, the same passion, the same drive, as Les Brown would say, the same hunger when things are not going your way? And if the answer is no, you're not going to be successful. You'll never be successful in your life. You will not be as successful as you could be. So this is something I have had to work through blood, sweat and tears. And lately, it's quite nice, I appreciate it, I don't look for the approval, but people are saying to me, you're the most positive person I've ever met. How are you so positive? because I was once such a negative person. I was so negative. So sometimes you've got to go through the extreme of being negative to get to the extreme of being a super positive person. And I used to think the same about Les Brown, all these people like Anthony Robbins, Brian. I mean, these guys, these people, they're human. They're so positive. They're so passionate about life. They're even passionate about the challenges that would get most of us down. And I understand because they've practiced it. And of course, when you become successful, when you make more money and you make friends and you build a successful business, or you become more disciplined, you beat an addiction, of course it makes you more positive. So being positive is a result of your hard work. It's the fruits of your labor, and it's learning to see the positive in everything, or to do your best. So this is something that if you could just take this, if you could take one tip today from this video, I promise you, it's a small, subtle thing. But if it's practiced for 6 months, it could be the difference of you coming out of a dead-end job to building a £1 million company, if that's what you want to do. Or the difference between having no friends, no girlfriend, to meeting the most amazing wife or partner. It's such a small thing, but it's a huge thing. And it is a characteristic that will determine your success going forward. And I'm going to be straight. You guys, I'm going to give everything I can today. Deep down, people love people that are positive and strong and optimistic and can handle it. Everybody wants to be, because we all look for strength. We want to be around strength because we need strength to find love. We need strength to get through difficult things, and we need support in life. We all look for that. So when you can give that to yourself and other people, you're in a whole different, you're in a fantastic place, and everyone can do it. Even people that say, I can't do it. Listen, I don't care what your circumstances are, you can still find the positives. I found the positives when I was living in a mental hospital, when I lost everything. After a couple of days, I found positivity. Obviously, I had experience because I've been very successful, but that's not the point. So wherever you are right now, a lot of people are writing to me, young people, men, women, old, young, and they're struggling right now because they're at home with their parents, they want to move out, they're going through the challenges that we all go through, trying to find your identity, your independence. They want to get a job, they want to go uni, and they feel negative and they are in pain. I don't care. I find the positive. Search for the positives. Every single day I wake up, I say, I'm grateful for this. How can I make my day better? Just these little things. I'm telling you, you're going to see your income improve. You're going to see your confidence go up. You're going to notice most people are going to have more respect for you. Why? Because you've got more respect for yourself. So that's the power of positive thinking and positive acting. And again, I'll say it again, when I was younger, when I was starting out, I used to think this stuff was a load of bullshit. I used to think these people, they're just trying to sell me on a dream, and I was wrong, man. And so are you, many of you are wrong. These people, most people, they're genuine, these successful people. They wouldn't have got there otherwise. So you can do it. Listen, it doesn't cost any money to be positive. You don't have to have material assets, following on Instagram, cars, mansions, private jets, swimming pools. You don't need any of that. It's inside. It's a choice, it's character. And some people can't find it within themselves to access that strength. So I'm going to keep saying it. It's such a great thing, and it's a great affirmation. And sometimes you've got to say these things out loud, and that's why I'm so impressed. I really mean this. I mean this from my heart. I'm so impressed with the clients that I work with who've got the great attitude. They show up no matter what. They show up financially, mentally, emotionally, and they're getting great results. And I'm always impressed when I meet anyone in any walk of life who can still be positive despite the difficult circumstances that we all find ourselves facing at some point. The inevitable of life is challenging, even when you're mega successful, wherever you're at. But it's your responsibility to be more positive and to find the positives and listen, I'm going to say this again. It's hard to get through to a lot of people's brains at the moment. I get it. I wouldn't have been successful and happy and living my dreams right now if I didn't use the negative. I use the negative to create the positive. Everything. So negative energy is not necessarily bad. It depends on how you use it. If you don't use it and you stay negative, it's toxic. It's catastrophic to one's life and oneself and to people around you. But if you use it and you channel it into a business or positivity or going down the boxing gym or diet or being kind or just being it's change your life. So what I'm basically saying is, you've got to learn how to make your anxiety work for you rather than against you. Because the negative energy, the low moods, the depressions, the moodiness, the irritableness, the not wanting to be around people, that's the anxiety. That is one of its symptoms. I know it. I speak from experience, through lived experience, through the failures, the bumps and the bruises, and the successes. And it's really working for me and my clients. So I don't want any excuses. I don't want to hear it for you not trying to find some time to be positive. I'm not saying that you got to be jumping and skipping and laughing and joking for 24 hours a day. I don't think anyone can do that. Well, sometimes I can. But on a whole, work at it. And let me give you another technique of practice, which is great. I do it with my clients and I do it every day. I've done it today. When you feel the mood coming on, the storm, the darkness, the depression, the moodiness, or someone else, you're in a good mood and someone's rude to you, bad customer service, and it triggers you, say, I'm aware that I'm getting down. I'm aware the negative's starting to take over. I refuse to lose. I'm going to fight it. I'm going to look for the positives. And then you break out and then you're like, I can do this. Look for the practical things that can take you out of a negative mood and put you in a positive one. Movement is one of the fastest ways to get into the flow state and feel good. Every single entrepreneur that's watching this video will 100% in their heart know I'm speaking the truth, because they would have gone through these things. Either they're struggling with it, they're succeeding with it, which I hope they are, or they will be through watching my teachings. And anybody, just from day to day, a mother who's looking after her kids or a family, everybody who works hard, 9 to 5, whatever you do, whatever walk of life, we all have to regulate and deal with our emotions, because if we don't, then we just become victims. Life just becomes unbearable and we just dump our rubbish onto other people, which isn't really fair. We all have a personal responsibility to take our own garbage and trash out, regulate our own mood, and then we're cooking with gas, as my old school teacher, Miss Charles, would say. Probably there's a slim chance, but if she is watching my videos, thank you for the love and the kindness and the tough love that you gave me. It would be, you never know, it wouldn't surprise me, but she was a good teacher. She was firm and hard, and I remember that. It's crazy how you remember one thing. And she used to say, when she said, now we're cooking with gas, it was because the kids were misbehaving, myself included, right? And then when we started to behave and learn, she'd be like, now you're doing a good job. And it always felt good when she said that, because when you're cooking with gas, now we can get to work and we can live a great life. So if you practice this, like my old school teacher said, Miss Charles, you'll be cooking with gas and your life will go better, right? Until the next lesson, right? I'll see you guys in the next video. Like the video, right? I'm worth it, I'm attractive, I'm charming, and I'm changing your life. And let me know in the box below what this means to you. If you've recognized lately that you've been doing this, that you're getting beaten by a bad mood, you're projecting, or maybe you're positive and other people around you, I want to know in the box below what you think. Come on guys, don't be shy. And I appreciate all the support. I'll see you next video. Remember, when you become fearless, your life becomes limitless, all right? Speak to you soon.